Hello and welcome to video 4 for Social Work 3330 Social Welfare Policy Analysis. This video will cover finding government social welfare policies using our library guide. We'll get there by going to the library guides for research from the main library homepage. And here among the guides we'll go ahead and put in social welfare, which will take us to our guide. Here's the third one down, Social Welfare Policy Analysis. In our previous videos, we looked at finding background information by using this first tab. We're now going to use the second tab, Government Policies for Legislation, Policies and Agencies, to begin finding our information from government agencies about their policies. Now, of course, we can go in to any search engine like Google and search for policies by simply typing in, say for example, veterans benefits or guardianship for children in North Carolina, and that sort of thing. But what we want to do is, for now, look at some of these shortcuts that we've put here for you so you can find information on your topic. So for example, I want to find out information about North Carolina's guardianship policies. So one of the things I can do is go ahead and go into, for example, North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. So I can go here and I could look around, but I want to go ahead and find it more directly. So I'm going to search in the search box of North Carolina's Department of Health and Human Services. And I'm going to go ahead and type in guardianship and children. And I got a number of links here. It looks like the very first one seems pretty descriptive. I'm going to click on that. And indeed, this takes me to the North Carolina Division of Aging and Adult Services. And it's got a number of things about guardianship. What is guardianship? Are there different kinds of guardianship? So on. This definitely would give me a beginning to where I want to go. This also shows me what are some of the services available through this department. So I think this is definitely a beginning of the kinds of information I may want to find as when I look through this agency. Let's look at another one. I'm going to go back to our guide and look for a U.S. government agency. Let's say, for example, I'm concerned about veterans benefits, policies related to veterans services. So I can go down to this box down on the left-hand side, finding U.S. government agencies, and click on USA Government. In this search, I'm just going to type in veterans services. And I've got a number of links here. I'm going to go ahead and go into the second one because it's indeed titled Veterans Services. And I see a description of services where they have links to federal benefits for veterans and their dependents, health care, benefits and services, and so on. Looks like there's a lot of good links here, health, welfare benefits, services of all kinds. So I believe we're in the right place in the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. So as you can see, you can follow through on a number of these kinds of things. Let's try another one. I'm going to go ahead and go in here, go back to our guide, and I'm going to go ahead and go to USA Government and look up housing. In fact, yeah, let's just look up housing and homeless. The very first link here is Homeless Assistance, U.S. Department of Housing. I'm going to click on that. Homelessness assistance. Who needs assistance? And this is in HUD, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. continuum of care programs, rural housing stability assistance programs, all kinds of programs here. HUD Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing Program, which links our last search with this one. So using the kinds of links we have here in government sources can be really helpful. Let me go back here and show you another one of these links we haven't looked at. North Carolina NC Government. And here, this is a website that can take you to all parts of NC government. So we can go in here, health, home, and family. As you can see, we have links here to, like, say, for example, children and families, child care, child abuse, and here's guardian ad litem. In fact, there's another way to get to our guardianship. Let's click on that. This might actually be better than what we had before. We have about it, the history, volunteers, duties of volunteers, all kinds of information related to it. So that's an excellent way to get to this kind of information. So I think this will conclude our very brief but useful, I would hope, introduction to finding agencies related to policies and finding those government policies for the issues of which you are studying in this course. Thank you very much.